Okay, hello guys, welcome back. This is a relatively quick video looking at the first casualties of winter, and unfortunately, as you might be able to tell here, the Butiagris is the first of them. You can see the two spears down there that I've just pulled out. I was away for a couple of months and unfortunately wasn't able to protect this. It looks like the Brahir over there is kind of making a bit of a comeback, but weirdly enough, I might try one or two things. I've actually picked up another one of these. I didn't realise this had spear pulled. I was going to have the other in a pot, which I'll show you very shortly, but I do have some hydrogen peroxide. Okay, so the plan, potentially at the moment anyway, is to put a bit of this into the centre. I don't know whether I'm going to dig it out yet or not. But that should at least try and stop any of the rot from happening. I don't know whether to dig this out. I mean, ideally it would stay in place and flourish there, but it's kind of right in the centre of the garden, and looking at a dried up brown mess and waiting a couple of years for it to potentially come back is an option. But as I say, I've literally picked up another one. So potentially the main reason why it's spear pulled is it's obviously got a bit too cold around the centre. As I mentioned, we weren't able to put an overhead cover over this to kind of keep it dry or be able to wrap it with anything, so it's clearly got a little bit too cold, which is a shame. It was a relatively small plant, as you can potentially see. The one that I have got is slightly bigger, so if it did go on the ground, it might be a little bit more mature and have a better developed root system. But I'm hoping whether I do leave this in or dig it out, that it makes a bit of a comeback somehow. It's going to take a bit of time, but that's, I guess, part and parcel of growing some of these types of palms, especially if you don't end up wrapping it and protecting it, when I potentially knew it was on the borderline here in the Midlands. Some of the bamboos as well are just looking a little bit dishevelled. They sent out some of these later culms, but they've either stopped partway through or part defoliated. This Yunnan 2 looks the better of the couple that I do have. You can see this one here. There's quite a few culms where it has defoliated all the way up in parts in some of the culms. Again, these are some of the late ones that it pushed out. I'm hoping now it's been in the ground for a couple of years that it will push out some decent sized ones. It's obviously still alive at the moment. And the same one with that one in the far corner there. Once it puts out the new growth, I'll be able to give it a good tidy up, and it should look a lot better. The small little division that I got, looks okay. Still got some leaves. These are the small ones that it pushed out before. Apologies, I haven't done any weeding. Some of the smaller trackies are okay. These can often spear pull. There's a little nanus, Trachycarpus nanus down there. I don't know if you can see it. It's tiny. It's probably a little bit too small to be planted, but yeah, that one's spear pulled as well. Taking you through, I'm not going to show you everything, but taking you through the ongoing projects that we're trying to get done relatively soon, but a few new purchases anyway. And this is the other Butiagris. I'll get it out and put it next to the old one. Now this is the one that I've collected. Look at the size difference between the two. This one's in a 25 litre pot, so a lot bigger than the one that I purchased beforehand. That was quite small, and a lot of the roots are already coming out the bottoms. This does need potting up anyway, so that's the dilemma at the moment. But this does look really nice. Obviously there's a bit of lime green there from cold, where it's been a bit too cold for it to take up the temperatures, but that spear is solid. I did want to keep that in a pot, but that will look pretty nice in that spot. Yeah, I just don't know whether I want to give it 2 years for this to be looking decent again, which is a bit of a shame, but I might dig it out and put it into a pot and see what I can do with it.